Close your eyes and listen. A lullaby sung by a mother. A chant echoing in a temple. A choir raising their voices in perfect harmony. Music surrounds us. It shapes our emotions, marks our celebrations, and comforts us in sorrow. From the dawn of humanity until today, one truth has remained unchanged: humans love to sing. But why? Why do we sing? Why we love music so deeply? To answer this question, we must journey into psychology, religion, and history, and even imagine a world where music is gone. What would happen to us if one day we stopped singing? Psychologists and neuroscientists tell us that music is more than sound. It's chemistry. When we sing, our brains release dopamine, the same chemical that makes chocolate taste sweet or falling in love feel euphoric. At the same time, oxytocin is released, the hormone of trust and bonding. This is why choirs, concerts, and even karaoke nights make us feel united. Studies show that singing lowers cortisol, the stress hormone. Patients with anxiety and depression often improve when exposed to music therapy. Music isn't only an art, it's medicine for the mind and soul. But it goes deeper. Music activates almost every part of the brain at once: memory, motor control, emotions, and even creativity. That's why a song can take you back to a childhood moment, make your body move without thinking, or bring tears to your eyes without a single word being spoken. In short, music is wired into our very biology. We are born musical creatures. Religion and music have always walked hand in hand. For many believers, music is not simply sound. It is prayer, devotion, and even divine communication. In Christianity, hymns and psalms were considered a way to bring humans closer to God. The Bible itself commands, "Sing to the Lord new song." Gregorian chants, sung for centuries in cathedrals, were believed to carry prayers straight to heaven. In Islam, the call to prayer, the adhan, echoes through cities 5 times a day. Though not considered music in the traditional sense, it is sung with rhythm and melody, guiding millions to focus on God. In Hinduism, bhajans and kirtans are sung as offerings of devotion. The vibrations of the chants are believed to purify the soul. In Buddhism, monks chant mantras in deep tones, aiming to align the body and mind with the universe. And across indigenous traditions, from African tribes to Native American ceremonies, music is used to connect with ancestors, spirits, and the natural world. Every religion has its own sacred sound, because deep down, humans believe the divine can be reached through music. Music's story is the story of humanity itself. Over 40,000 years ago, our ancestors carved flutes from animal bones. These were not tools of survival. They were tools of meaning. Early humans sang to each other around fires to comfort, to celebrate, and to mourn. In ancient Greece, music was considered a gift from the gods. The word music itself comes from the Muses, divine beings who inspired art and creativity. Plato wrote that music was a moral force, capable of shaping character and society. In the Middle Ages, when few could read or write, songs preserved history. Troubadours carried tales of love and war across kingdoms. In churches, sacred music unified entire nations under a shared faith. During the Renaissance and Baroque eras, music exploded into new complexity. Bach, Mozart, and Beethoven brought human emotions into symphonies that still move us centuries later. In the 20th century, music became the heartbeat of revolutions. Jazz gave voice to freedom. Rock and roll challenged social norms. Protest songs fueled civil rights movements. Hip-hop rose from the streets, carrying stories of struggle and resilience. And today, music is everywhere. Streaming platforms deliver billions of songs to our pockets. Stadiums overflow with fans. Music videos cross cultures and languages instantly. Never before has music been so global, so powerful, and so universal. But beyond psychology, beyond history, beyond religion, why do we sing? We sing because words are not enough. Singing carries emotion in ways speech never can. A cry of grief, a shout of joy, a hymn of faith. These are more than messages. They're shared feelings resonating between hearts. We sing to belong. Singing in groups, in choirs, at sports events, in national anthems, bonds people together. It reminds us that we are not alone. We sing to heal. From lullabies to hospital wards, music comforts the broken and gives peace to the restless. And perhaps we sing because silence is too heavy. Music fills the spaces words cannot reach. It is the soundtrack of being human. But imagine, what if one day music was gone? A world without song. A world where children grow up without lullabies, where religions are stripped of their chants, and where nations have no anthems. Without music, human connection would weaken. Stress would rise. Rituals would lose their power. Memory itself would be poorer, because songs carry history in ways no book ever could. Protests would march without chants. Weddings would unite couples in silence. Funerals would mourn without hymns. Our world would become more mechanical, more logical, but far less human. In losing music, we would lose one of the deepest expressions of our soul. Music is not just sound. It is memory, emotion, faith, and unity. It is a bridge between hearts, between generations, and even between the human and the divine. To sing is to be human. To love music is to embrace life itself. And as long as a single voice rises in song, the world will never be silent. Because within every one of us, there is a song. If this documentary resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Comment below, what song has shaped your life the most? Let's keep the conversation and the music alive.